You know I love you. So, you're back, and you brought Vermin with you?
Guys, happy Halloween and welcome back to my channel. Today we are turning ourselves into the Coraline doll and I am very excited, so let's just jump into it. I'm taking this Tatcha pore filling putty primer and I'm just literally smoothing it all over my face. Today's goal is to look as smooth, flawless, fake, and porcelain as humanly possible, so take whatever pore filling primer you have, and as with any tutorial I ever post, if you have something similar or like a similar color and you don't want to go out and buy new makeup, do not feel pressured. We're just trying to have fun here today. And speaking of fun, first things first, you know we're about to cover these brows. I hate this process so much, but it works better than anything else I've ever tried. Like the glue stick method is it, so just heed my warning, it's just not that fun. So grab your glue stick, give her a cute little twist, and then using the edge of it, we're gonna saturate all of our brow hairs, just going back and forth. Try and keep the actual glue stick off of the surrounding skin though, because I know you guys remember kindergarten. And I know that you were probably that weird kid sitting in the back of the class, peeling glue off your hands because it felt cool. But you know what? Maybe that was just me. We're just gonna avoid that today. So what you see me doing here, I'm using a thick spoolie to comb my hair straight up and flatten them against my face. I feel like I almost always need to use more than one layer of glue to cover all of my hairs, so if you have any stray hair, just add another layer, and if you want to make the drying process a lot faster, just use a blow dryer on cool, and no lie, this part's kind of refreshing. So once your glue is dry and good to go, take your favorite flashback free setting powder. The one I'm going to use today is the one by Mercier. It is so good. I love this stuff. I've been using it for years, and I'm just going to dab it on my eyebrows to set that in place. Next, I'm taking an orange color corrector. This one is by Dragun Beauty. I recently discovered this actually, and this is the best product I've ever found for color correcting brows, color correcting hair in general, shadows, etc. It is so good, so I highly recommend this one. Once you have the color corrector applied, I like to take a little sponge and blend out the lines of demarcation. You can totally use a brush too, I just find a sponge is more gentle. Next, I'm taking the most full coverage skin product I own. This is the Jouer foundation, and when I say it can cover anything, I mean anything. Your grades, that new breakout of acne that rudely showed up in your life, or the fact that you forgot to take the chicken out of the freezer when your mom told you to do that ahead of time and now she's on her way home and you know she's gonna be really mad. It'll cover anything. If you don't have this foundation, I highly recommend Tarte Shape Tape as well. She is a full coverage queen. Alright, now that we're positive the only place our brows are going to be found is on the back of a milk carton, take your favorite powder foundation and just lightly tap on top of the makeup. I like this because it adds a little bit more coverage and it makes it a little bit more long lasting. After that, just finish applying your foundation and concealer to your face and your neck. Moving on to brows, I'm taking the Benefit Brow Powder in the shade number 5. To be honest, this isn't dark enough for this tutorial, but I literally just moved, so I have no idea where any of my makeup is. So if I were you, I would honestly just use a black eyeshadow or a black gel liner because one, it's going to be way more pigmented and it'll probably be a lot more long lasting. Now to draw on our little freckles, I'm using the Anastasia contour kit and I'm using the palest shade in the middle. You can use whatever shade you want depending on what looks best on your skin tone, but this is the one that I use personally. And I'm just using an eyeliner brush to draw these on. For blush, I ended up picking the Anastasia Peach Love palette. This color is so pretty. I'm using the shade in the middle. And it's just this really fun and fresh corally color, and I'm concentrating most of it under my eye and then blending the rest out onto my cheekbone. We really just want it to be blown out and seamless. And then for funsies, I just decided to touch up my freckles because I wanted them to be a little bit more apparent. Using the same contour kit, I'm using these two shades and just drawing two tapered lines out from the corner of my mouth to make her smile. You want to know how I got these scars? So for lipstick, I originally used this limited edition release from Nicki Minaj and MAC. It's called Nicki's Nude, but given they don't really make this one anymore, I knew I'd have to go through my collection and find a dupe for you guys, and I found that the shade Kinda Sexy by MAC is almost virtually perfect. And if for some reason you can't find either of those, I know that Maybelline also makes another shade called Honey Pink, which is very similar. Now to transform into the doll herself, I'm taking my wig, which I've linked for you guys down below, my two trusty buttons, and the glue that I use to quite literally glue these buttons to my eyelids. Given I've already shown you how to draw the buttons in my other mother tutorial, which again, I'll totally link for you down in the description and hopefully on screen if I can figure out how to do that, I thought it would be so funny to show you how I actually shot these images. And just to be clear with you guys, I really don't recommend gluing stuff to your eyes. Like, just don't glue stuff to your eyelids. It is an immensely undesirable sensation and it's just unsafe. So heed my warning, do not do this. Draw the buttons on. Have a happy and safe Halloween. I love you guys so much and thank you so much for 30,000 subscribers. I love you.
For you, our little doll.